Alright, time to give you a garden update. So it's been 2 weeks, I think, since we planted our seeds. The chickens got out. We have ants.
Hey guys, welcome to the Young Family Homestead channel. We're giving you guys a bit of an update today on the garden. It's a little bit of an update on the garden, but you'll see later on in the clip as to why it's only a little bit of an update. We were going to put out a clip last week, but we had a lot of circumstances that come up that weren't able to put out a clip, which we're going to talk about in this video. Let's get into it. First up, last week.
I am a casual employee. The past week and a bit has been a bit of a roller coaster with hours. Does not help our budget whatsoever.
And it doesn't help the way that the bank looks at you either.
Yes.
Both casual employees. Just because you're casual doesn't mean that the bank's going to write you off.
No.
What banks will need, most banks need you to be a casual employee for 6 months. Right, I'm not a financial advisor, and I kind of feel like we probably should say that. This isn't. This is all this advice is just our story. We're not giving you, we're just telling you how it is for us. Yeah. There is one bank out there which you do the research and you find out who they are. You need to be in your job for 3 months.
The biggest things that they look for though is, do you pay your rent on time? Do you pay your bills on time? Like, if you can do that, they're generally pretty happy to go forward. Generally.
Every circumstance is different.
Yeah. And, you know, you get paid a decent rate as well, which would help us as well.
Yeah. But a big factor is your year to date. They take that into consideration as well. So, a bit of a roundabout story, but getting back to the point of what we were trying to get at is that over the past week, Megan's hours had dropped. So that put us in a pretty hard situation where, you know, there's a possibility that all this can't go ahead, and this was all just a big dream and a waste of time. But I think with perseverance and a little bit of positive attitude, right?
Yeah.
Like we stayed positive.
I think it helps that Danny's really good at not playing the victim. Like, he's always quick to be like, well, how can we fix this? What are we gonna do? What's gonna keep us on track for our end goal? We did persevere through, and my work did come through with the hours.
You just persevere, and if you want something bad enough, you will get it. That's what you
find a way.
Yeah, you make it happen. If you want it bad enough, and that's what you really want to happen, then make it happen. You can only hold yourself responsible at the end of the day. So if it doesn't happen, you can't blame someone else. It's because majority of the time it might have been a bad situation.
There's always going to be a way. It's just
don't give up.
Whether or not you have the passion to keep going.
Yeah. And this is our dream. You've just got to want it that bad.
The next thing we wanted to talk about was that our budget was not going according to plan.
We had a conservative budget, but as we've both said, we're both casual employees, and our circumstances can change at the drop of a hat. So what had happened was Megan's hours were getting cut to a minimal amount, and then my work decided that my site trips were no longer required for that time. So that was a lot of money that I missed out on there for those, because if I go away, the more I get paid if I'm away. So those got cancelled, but we didn't give up, and we kept on looking for other ways to try and make money, and rebudget and think of ways. We couldn't possibly try and make any more money because we didn't have any time to do it. But instead we just tried to look at what other ways we could save the money. Food bills, on fuel costs, the honeymoon, so that was a thing. So we get, as you are aware if you've watched the previous videos, we're getting married in the 29th of March. So on the 29th of March we're getting married, and then on the honeymoon in April was for 2 weeks down in Tassie. So we decided that we couldn't make it for the 2 weeks and had to cut that honeymoon short, right? Because it's not something that we really wanted to do, but it's ended up saving us a lot of money, because we were going to go on a 2 week vacation down to Tasmania,
So-
and it's going to cost a lot.
We went through all of the Airbnb stuff,
Yep.
the hotel accommodation, the car hire. We went through all of that, all the T's and C's, just to make sure that firstly we could
get that money back.
cancel
Yeah.
and we could receive our money back. We were really sad. There is an Airbnb which I'm gonna try and get Danny to link below in Tassie. It's an off-grid cabin. It's gorgeous.
Next off, we'll talk about the people that are watching this. So there's people that are watching. I didn't think there would be people that are watching this much. So that's
No.
pretty cool. So that may not be a lot, but it's more than, we're not really social butterfly kind of people. So this is the first kind of thing like this we've ever done. I think we got like 71 or 72 or something, 70 subscribers anyhow. And yeah. But I've got about that many friends on Facebook, not even that many friends on Facebook of my actual friends that come and see me. So thank you guys so much. It's awesome that you guys are watching and supporting us on this journey. We even got invited to Going Off the Grid Festival in Gympie in September. So we'll be there on September the 5th, Saturday 11:30 in the morning. So
we've been invited to speak.
by that point we will be well into the build. So we're going to have a bit of a
Bit more to talk about.
a bit more to talk about and a little bit more to show what's been happening. So that's pretty cool. And we're going to talk about how we plan to design our property around permaculture design. We'll have a lot to be able to offer at that show there. So we'll be there all day. Feel welcome to come say hello, and
There's
we want
heaps
to
of
meet
stuff
anyone
on.
and anyone that's interested to talk and
Yeah.
have a chat.
Yeah.
It's all about creating a good community.
Yeah.
So
And it's not just about off-grid.
no, because
it's
we're not
just
going
about-
off grid.
Yeah,
No,
it's
yeah.
just about being sustainable. So, you know, anyone who's like-minded like us, it's definitely worth the trip to go and see
Yeah.
this off-grid festival.
Yeah, there's some really cool. There's a lot of cool stalls and a lot of cool
Yeah.
speakers and exhibitions and that are going there. So there's a lot of. I'll link that down in the description as well. So you guys can check that out. But that's not until September. I want to try and get to at least one speaking event a year. That's one of my goals actually. So I want to try and influence people at a speaking event at least once a year, whether it be something like that, or whether it be eventually a workshop on our farm or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. So we can just share a little bit about what we learn, and yeah, it'll be good. I've written some notes because I wanted to thank a few people that have reached out to us and actually want to get to know us in the local area. We posted a while back saying, you know, we want to come and check out other people's farms and see what they've got going on, and that it's just so basically we can learn any sort of tricks of the trade that we don't know and we're unaware of. You know, we'll learn at each place we go to. We'll learn something different, and we'll meet cool people, I think, along the way as well. So it's only a few people. So Craig Leatham from Everwood Pasture Poultry, Tracy from Gunnedah Downs Airbnb, that pasture poultry farm. That's on the Sunshine Coast, so that's pretty cool. We plan on getting in contact with all these people. So later on in the year when we're not so chaotic, and coming to meet everyone. So it'll be awesome.
Maybe after the wedding business.
Yeah. Angela from Gatton. Is that Habitat Tonic? Is obviously not the real name, but yeah, she's from Kilcoy. So yeah.
And she runs a blog. Is that correct?
She does run a blog, yes. And Rachel from Blackbutt, Dave from Mount Kilcoy, and Tiffany and the Marla family from Kilcoy as well. So, hey guys, we're going to be like neighbours, so that's going to be pretty cool. And Kylie and the Jennings family from Villenview. So both those families we would love to get to know and hear their stories, and yeah, so that would be awesome to get to know those guys. Yeah.
Just like-minded people.
Yeah.
Wanting the same thing.
Yep. Megan is going to show you some footage of the garden while I was at work. So she got out there and filmed while I was at work today. So
Some free time.
yeah, and you're going to see what's happened with the garden. But yeah, until the next one, we'll catch you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, time to give you a garden update. So it's been 2 weeks, I think, since we planted our seeds. The chickens got out. So we have figured out why they got out, and the first place they went was my pumpkins. But I'll give you guys a look at the garden and then I'll explain what's going on. So, as you can see here, I've got a lovely little bottle. This is to try and attempt to kill off the ants that are in the garden. Because of the ants, we have now got aphids. For those of you that don't know, a lot of ants bring aphids with them, and they've kind of just decimated our corn. This is probably the strongest that we've got, which is really sad. Nothing going on in the lettuce department, nothing's shooted up. We've been having problems with our sprinklers as well. Let's see if this one will do it. No, there's no ants in that one. It's not great. It hasn't been a very good growing stint for us this past 2 weeks. Our chickens did get out again. First place they went was my pumpkins. They seem to like that bed the most. It is not one of our originals, but it does have a lot of worms in it. I think it's the one that's got the most worms in it. So they attacked my pumpkin, they attacked the tomatoes, they also attacked the cucumber seedlings and the bean shoots as well. So that's not great. We have solved the problem and we figured out the source of the problem. So it was our dog Bonnie. She's been getting under the chicken run wire and it's been snapping and bending and coming loose. So the chickens have been able to get underneath the wire and get out. So we've fixed that. We've put some tent stakes into the bottom of the chicken run, and we've now had to make the rule that Bonnie is not allowed to be unsupervised out in the garden area anymore, which sucks for her, but we want our veggies and we want our chickens to be safe. The second thing was that we have had a downpour of rain. It has been really soggy and then it's been really humid. So with humidity, it's hot, the lettuce hated it, so the lettuce has all died off. The only thing that's actually really still alive from our seedlings is the corn, which comes with another problem. It was like all of a sudden we had all these ants. We've always had a couple of ants, but it's been worse this year. And they get into our sprinkler system. Each bed has 1 to 3 sprinklers in it, depending on the length of the bed. And then each 2 pots has a sprinkler head as well. So the ants have been crawling into the sprinkler heads and blocking them up, which prevents the water from coming through. We think it could be related to the rain, that they're coming to higher ground. So one thing we've been trying is, I'll just show you guys. So I found this on another person's YouTube channel. It's a concoction of honey, sugar and borax, all mixed together with a little bit of water. I think I've made mine too thin, but if you guys can see, there is quite a few ants in there, but not as many as there are in the garden, so it's not really working. I'm hoping that they've taken some of the solution back home, sharing it with all their buddies. Not super hopeful. I haven't seen the number in ants drop. Another thing was that there's eggs in some of our tubing. So whether or not we have a couple of ant colonies and the queens are getting super busy, I don't know, but hopefully you guys have some solutions for us. So if you can drop down in the comments below any solutions you might have for us, we'll try and give them a whirl, and we'll try and keep you guys posted on whether or not they worked. Someone has suggested to me peppermint oil. I just don't know how to go about it, so if someone can elaborate on that for me, that would be great. Another thing we have tried is cinnamon, but as soon as the sprinklers go off, it just washes all the cinnamon away, so that doesn't really work either. But that's it, that's all we've really tried. Oh, and we did try putting more hay down, but I feel like that's just encouraged them even more to come into the beds. Mostly around the strawberries and the blueberries is what they like most, so they're really sweet. So I have a feeling it's got something to do with the sweetness in the strawberries and blueberries. But again, drop it in the comments below, and we'll try and keep you guys posted. Thanks guys.
Do it again. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up. If you want to follow our journey further, make sure you click the subscribe button. Any comments would be great, just pop them down below. We'll try to get back to you, and be sure to share our video with your friends and family.